Welcome to my channel. Today, I'll show you the real, practical way to improve your English writing, even if you feel your sentences are weak, your grammar is confusing, or your mind goes blank when you start writing. So stay with me till the end, because by the time you finish this video, you'll know how to write English naturally, clearly, and confidently, step by step. Grab your notebook, because we'll learn by doing. You'll write, think, and feel the language. Let's begin your writing journey together. Chapter 1. I was afraid to write in English too. When I first started learning English, I could speak a little. I could listen to easy videos. But writing, that scared me. I would sit with a blank page. I had ideas in my mind, but my hand wouldn't move. My fingers stayed still. My heart beat fast. What if I made a mistake? What if someone laughed at my writing? Have you ever felt that way? I thought writing had to be perfect. Every sentence must be correct. Every word must be smart. And that thinking stopped me from starting. I didn't write anything for weeks. I waited for the perfect time. I waited to feel ready. But that perfect time never came. Then one day, something small changed me. I was watching a video like this one. The teacher said, "Don't wait to be perfect. Just write one simple sentence today." I paused the video. I opened a notebook. I wrote this. Today is sunny. I feel happy. Just that. It felt like I had opened a door. That small sentence made me feel strong. It was not perfect. It had no big words, but it was mine. My thought, my feeling, my English. And that gave me power. After that, I wrote again the next day. I ate an egg. It was soft. I smiled. My writing life had begun. You don't need to be an expert. You don't need big grammar rules. You don't need long, difficult words. You just need to begin, right now, and I am here to help you. Let's do something together. I want you to pause this video for 30 seconds. Take your notebook, or open your phone, and write one sentence about your day. Just one. It can be very easy. For example, I woke up late today, or I drank tea in the morning, or even, I am watching this video to learn English. Did you do it? If yes, then you are already a writer. Many learners wait too long. They think, I will write when I am better. But writing makes you better. Writing is not the result. It is the road. You walk the road step by step, sentence by sentence, and every step makes your English stronger. I want you to believe this. Every single sentence you write is a success, even if the grammar is not correct, even if you don't know the spelling, even if you feel unsure. The fact that you wrote something, that is progress, that is learning, that is power. Don't wait for someone to give you permission. Don't wait for your teacher, your friend, or your book. Give permission to yourself. Tell yourself, I am learning, I am trying, I am writing, and I am proud. I was once afraid to write, but now, I write every day. I write from my heart. I write to remember. I write to think clearly. And you can do that too. You are not alone. Every good writer was once a beginner. Every good sentence started as a small try. And here is something else to remember. Writing is talking on paper. That's it. You talk every day, don't you? So talk with your pen. Talk with your fingers. Let the words come out. They don't need to be beautiful. They just need to be honest. I want you to say this out loud. My English writing will grow because I will write. Say it again. You have already started. The fear is smaller now. The page is not your enemy. The page is your friend. It listens. It doesn't judge. And it helps you grow. Now, are you ready to take your writing to the next step? Chapter 2. Start with simple sentences and feel them. When I was learning to write in English, I always thought I had to write something amazing. I believed good writing had to be long, full of big words, and full of smart grammar. So I tried. I tried to write like a book. And do you know what happened? I got tired. I got confused. I got scared. I didn't enjoy writing. I didn't even understand what I wrote. It didn't feel like me. I was copying the style of someone else. I was trying to sound smart. But inside, I was lost. One day I stopped. I closed my notebook and asked myself a question. Why am I writing? Am I writing to show off? Or am I writing to express something inside me? The answer was clear. I just wanted to express something. I wanted to say something true, something real, something simple. And at that moment, I gave myself permission to be simple. That was the moment everything changed for me. So I wrote, I am tired today. That was it. Just one sentence. But it was real. I felt it. And when I read it again, I didn't feel small. I felt strong. Because I didn't write for anyone else. I wrote for myself. In my own words. In my own way. You don't need to write big things. You don't need to make your writing complicated. You need to make it real. That is what matters. That is how people connect. And most importantly, that is how you grow. When you write in a simple way, your mind relaxes. Your heart opens. Your English becomes alive. So today, I want you to try this. Start with just one simple sentence. Make it about you, not about books, not about grammar, not about rules. Make it about your feeling, your day, or your thought. You can write, I feel sleepy, or I love my coffee, or I miss my family. These are not small, these are powerful, because they are honest. Now let's take this a little further. If you write, I love my coffee, ask yourself why. Then write, I love my coffee because it smells good. Then, I love my coffee because it smells good and makes me feel calm in the morning. See, you started with one sentence. Then you added another, and another. Now you have a beautiful little paragraph. It came from a simple thought. This is how writing grows, step by step, word by word, feeling by feeling. When you write like this, something magical happens. You don't just practice English. You discover your voice. You find your rhythm. You become confident, not because your grammar is perfect, but because your message is real. And believe me, people feel real things more than perfect grammar. Many learners make this mistake. They focus too much on grammar and forget the feeling. But I want you to do the opposite. Start with the feeling, then add the words, and grammar will follow. You will naturally learn sentence patterns, word order, and structure. But first, feel what you write. That is the secret. Let's do a little activity together. Pause this video for 1 minute. Think about your day. Choose one moment, maybe something simple, like cooking, walking, talking, or sitting. Write one sentence about that. For example, I walked to the shop. Now ask, what did I see? What did I feel? What happened there? Add a few more lines. Make it a story, a short one, just for you. When you write like this, it becomes easier, more natural, more fun. And don't worry if you make a mistake. That's normal. That's how you learn. Mistakes are part of the writing journey. Don't stop yourself. Keep moving forward. The goal is not to write a perfect essay. The goal is to write something that is yours. Something simple. Something true. Something from the heart. You can even use shadowing to help your writing. Yes, shadowing is not just for speaking. You can take a simple sentence from a video or book, say it out loud, feel it, then write it, then change one word, then another. This is called guided writing. It helps your brain feel the language, not just understand it, but feel it, and that feeling stays longer than rules. So now, let me ask you, what is one simple sentence you can write today that feels true to you? Write it in the comments. I want to read your words. I want to see your progress. And don't be shy. Every sentence matters. Every sentence brings you one step closer to writing fluently. Writing is not for smart people. It's for brave people. And you are brave. You are learning. You are trying. And you are growing. Keep going. One sentence at a time. Chapter 3. Copy first, then create. When you sit down to write in English, do you ever feel lost? You want to write something, but your mind is empty. You don't know how to start. You think too much about grammar or worry if the sentence is correct. Then you close the notebook and say, maybe later. I understand that feeling very well. Many English learners face the same problem. They wait for ideas. They wait for the right words. But the truth is, writing is not about waiting. It's about doing. And there's a beautiful way to start writing without fear. It's called copying. Now, I know what you might be thinking. Copying? Isn't that cheating? Not at all. Copying is how we all learn in the beginning. Think about how a baby learns to speak. First, they listen. Then, they repeat. They don't create new sentences at first. They copy what they hear. And slowly, they start to change it. They add their own words, their own thoughts, their own voice. Writing in English works the same way. When I was learning to write, I found a small paragraph in a storybook. It was easy. It said, Anna wakes up early. She makes tea. She reads the newspaper. I copied it in my notebook. Then I read it again and again. I felt how the words connected. I didn't just see the grammar. I felt the rhythm. After that, I changed one line. I wake up early. I make coffee. I check my phone. Now it was my life. My version. But the structure came from what I copied. That is the magic of this method. So how do you do it? First, find something simple and short. It can be from a book, a story, a YouTube video, or even subtitles. Don't pick something long or difficult. Start with 4 or 5 easy sentences. Read it slowly. Try to understand the meaning. Then write it down by hand. When you write by hand, your brain remembers better. After that, speak it out loud. Feel the sentence in your mouth. Feel it in your heart. Then change just one part. Change the name. Change the place. Change the time. Make it yours. Let's try together now. I will give you a sentence. Tom goes to the market every Sunday. Now write it. Say it. Now change it. You can say, I go to the market every Friday. Or, my sister goes to the library every Saturday. You didn't create the full sentence from zero, but you built your own version. You started with help. Then you made it yours. That is not copying forever. That is learning deeply. This method is not only easy, it's powerful. Because you don't waste energy thinking, is this grammar right? Or is this how native speakers say it? You already have a correct example in front of you. Your job is to understand it, and then play with it. This gives you confidence. And when you feel confident, you write more. When you write more, you improve faster. You can make this a daily practice. Choose one small paragraph every morning. Copy it. Read it. Speak it. Then change it. Write your version. That's all. It takes 10 minutes. But if you do this every day, your writing will grow like a strong tree. And just like a tree, you won't see the change every day. But after a few weeks, you'll look back and say, wow, I can write better now. There is no shame in copying to learn. Every painter copies before they create a masterpiece. Every writer reads other writers before finding their own voice. You are doing the same. You are learning. You are growing. And most of all, you are practicing. Now, let me give you a little challenge. Take any short paragraph from this video or from your favorite English channel. Write it down. Then write your own version of it. Make small changes. Change the subject. Add a word. Take one out. Make it fit your life. Then read it out loud. Feel how your writing starts to sound like you're speaking. Feel how your English becomes part of you. You don't need to be original in the beginning. You just need to be active. Keep your hand moving. Keep your mind open. And most importantly, keep your heart soft and ready to grow. Writing is not about being perfect. It's about being brave. So copy a little, then create a little. That's the balance. You are not just learning English. You are learning how to think in English. And that begins with practice. Small steps. Every single day. Keep going. Keep writing. Chapter 4. Use daily life to write naturally. When I first tried to write in English every day, I sat at my desk and waited for ideas. I looked at the ceiling. I looked at the clock. I looked at my notebook. And it looked back at me with an empty face. Nothing came. I thought, what should I write about? My life is not interesting. I don't know anything special. I don't have big stories or deep thoughts. And with that thought, I closed the notebook and gave up. But I was wrong. I didn't need something special to write. I just needed to look at my life with open eyes. You don't need a big idea to write. You don't need to wait for something exciting. Your daily life is already full of English stories. They are small, but they are powerful. The way you wake up in the morning, the sound of your alarm, the smell of breakfast, the clothes you wear, the people you talk to, the steps you take. These are not boring. These are real. These are yours. And they are the best place to begin writing in English. When you write about your day, You feel connected. You don't have to search for new vocabulary. You already know what happened. You lived it. You can describe it with simple words. For example, you can write, I woke up late. I brushed my teeth. I made tea. It was hot. I sat near the window. This is not poetry. This is real life. And that is what makes it so powerful. Because it is true. It is honest. And when your writing is honest, it becomes stronger. I once gave this advice to a student. She said, "But teacher, I do the same things every day. It will be boring." I smiled and told her, "Good. That makes it easier to write." She started to write just 3 lines every night. Today, I cleaned my room. I listened to music. I ate rice for dinner. And after 1 week, her English was better. After 1 month, her sentences were longer. After 3 months, she told me, "Now I enjoy writing. It feels like I am talking to myself in English." That's the goal. To make writing feel like talking. Natural. Easy. Part of you. Let's make it easy for you too. I want you to choose one small moment from your day. Not the whole day. Just one moment. Maybe when you were eating. Or maybe when you were waiting for the bus. Or when you were brushing your hair. Now describe that moment in 3 or 4 sentences. What did you see? What did you feel? What did you hear? Use simple words. Write what happened in real life. For example, I waited for the bus. It was late. I looked at the sky. It was cloudy. That is writing. That is practice. That is English. You can even use your phone. Open your notes app. Before you sleep, write 3 things you did today. Don't worry about spelling. Don't worry about commas. Don't worry about mistakes. Just write. If you do this every day, your confidence will grow. Your vocabulary will grow. Your sentence structure will grow. But most of all, your love for English will grow. This is not homework. This is your habit. It takes only 5 minutes. You don't need a teacher. You don't need a class. You just need your day and a little time. Your life becomes your classroom, and your words become your teacher. The next time you walk, notice your steps. Think in English. Say in your mind, I am walking to the shop. I see a tree. A dog is running. The wind is soft. These small sentences are golden. Later, you can write them down. You can build a story. You can even tell your day like a diary. And that diary becomes your English book. So don't wait for a special day to write. Every day is special. Every day is full of words. And every moment can be a moment to grow. Use your routine. Use your life. Write what you know. That is how real writers begin. That is how English becomes part of your world. Now it's your turn. I want you to take 5 minutes after this video and write one small story about something you did today. Don't try to be perfect. Try to be real. And if you want, you can share your sentence in the comments. I would love to read it. Chapter 5. Mistakes make you better. When I started writing in English, I was always afraid of making mistakes. I wanted every sentence to be perfect. I wanted every word to be right. I thought if I made a mistake, people would laugh. I thought they would judge me. So I tried to be safe. I wrote very little. Sometimes, I didn't write at all. I would think in English, but then I would stop my hand from moving. I didn't want to make a single error. But that fear didn't help me grow. It kept me stuck. It made me quiet. It made me feel small. One day, my teacher said something that changed my life. She looked at me and said, "Mistakes are not bad. They are proof that you are learning. They are your teachers. At first, I didn't believe her. I thought she was just trying to make me feel better. But then I started looking at my old writing. I saw the little errors. I saw the missing words, the wrong verbs, the spelling problems. But I also saw something else. I saw how much I had improved. I saw how I was using new words. I saw how I was expressing my feelings. Even with mistakes, I was getting better. Mistakes are not the problem. The real problem is not trying. When you don't try, you stay in the same place. But when you try and make mistakes, you move forward. You learn something new. You discover what you didn't know. You fix it. And next time, you get stronger. That is how every good English speaker became good. Not by being perfect, but by being brave. So today, I want you to stop being afraid of mistakes. I want you to write free. I want you to write freely. Don't think too much. Just write. Write what you feel. Write what you see. Write what you want to say. And if it's wrong, that's okay, because now you can fix it. You can ask someone, you can check it later, but at least you will have something real to work with. A blank page can't teach you. A written page, full of little mistakes, can teach you everything. Let me tell you a secret. Even native speakers make mistakes. Even writers who speak English all their life make mistakes. They forget words. They change grammar. They fix things later. The difference is, they don't stop. They keep writing. They keep moving. And that's what I want for you. I want you to be bold. I want you to try. I want you to enjoy the process. Let's do a small activity together. Take a paper or open your notebook. I want you to write 5 sentences about your day. Don't look at a dictionary. Don't worry about spelling. Don't worry about grammar. Just write from your heart. After that, read your sentences again. You may see small problems. That's fine. Now try to fix one thing in each sentence. Maybe you add a word. Maybe you change a verb. Maybe you see a better way to say something. That is how you learn. That is how you grow. This is called self-correction, and it's a superpower. Writing with mistakes is like walking with small steps. You may not go fast, but you will keep moving. And every step, even the wrong ones, will take you closer to confidence. Don't let fear control your pen. Let your courage guide it. Make mistakes loudly. Make them with love. Make them without shame, because they are part of your story. I want you to say this to yourself: it's okay to make mistakes. I am learning. I am improving. I will not stop. If you believe that, you will never fail. You will only grow. Now take a deep breath. Open your notebook and write. Make mistakes proudly. They are not your weakness. They are your tools, and they will lead you to better English, one brave sentence at a time. Chapter 6. Read, then write. Like a conversation. When I first started learning English, I thought writing was something I had to do alone. I believed I had to sit in silence and think hard. I thought I needed big ideas and smart grammar. But the truth is, writing doesn't always start with you. It can start with someone else. Someone's words. A short story. A line from a book. A sentence from a video. And when you answer those words, it becomes a conversation. That is when writing feels real. That is when it feels natural. Reading is like listening, and writing is like talking back. When you read something in English, your brain gets new words, new sentence patterns, and new ideas. But if you just read and move on, the words don't stay. They go in, and then they disappear. But if you write after reading, You connect with the words. You make them yours. You turn passive learning into active learning. And active learning is what makes you grow fast. Let me give you an example. Imagine you read this sentence. Tom likes to walk in the park every morning. Now you don't have to make a big essay. Just answer it like a person. You can write, I don't like walking in the morning. I feel too sleepy. Or you can say, I walk in the evening. I like watching the sunset. See? You are not just reading. You are responding. That is the power of this method. It feels like talking. It feels like a real conversation. And most of all, it feels easy. I used this method with many students. One of them was a shy girl named Amina. She didn't like writing. She always said, I don't know what to say. So one day, I gave her a short paragraph about a boy who loves ice cream. Just 5 lines. I said, read it, then tell me what you think. She read it and said, I also love ice cream, but I like chocolate flavor more than vanilla. I smiled. I said, write that down. She did. Then I asked her to write 2 more sentences. She wrote about her favorite ice cream shop and who she goes with. And suddenly, she had a full paragraph. She was smiling. That's when she learned writing can feel like talking. You can do this too. Start with something small. Read a short paragraph. Maybe from a storybook, a website, or a YouTube subtitle. Don't choose something long or difficult. Just 4 or 5 lines. Then stop. Ask yourself, what do I think about this? What is my opinion? How is my life different? What can I say back? Then write 2 or 3 lines in response. It's okay if your grammar is not perfect. It's okay if your vocabulary is small. What matters is the action, the habit, the practice. You can even do this with this video. Go back to chapter 4 or 5. Take one paragraph you liked. Read it again. Then write your own version. Or write how you feel about it. This is your writing workout. You are not starting from nothing. You are starting with support. That support gives you energy. And energy keeps you moving. Over time, you will notice something. You will start to think in full sentences. Your mind will hear English and want to reply in English. That is how writing becomes natural. That is how it becomes part of your thinking. Your words will not feel like a school exercise. They will feel like your voice. You don't need a teacher to start this. You are your own teacher. You can do it every day. Read something for 5 minutes. Then write for 5 minutes. 10 minutes a day, that's all. But if you do this for 30 days, your writing will be stronger, clearer, and more confident. So here is your activity for today. Read this sentence. Sarah loves rainy days. She watches movies and drinks hot tea. Now stop. Think. What do you do on rainy days? Do you like them? What do you drink? What do you watch? Write 3 lines. Use your own ideas. Use your own life. That is your English. That is your voice. Remember, reading gives you fuel. Writing turns that fuel into fire. A small fire at first, but if you keep going, it becomes light, and that light will guide you through your English journey. Chapter 7. Writing is your superpower. Use it daily. When I look back at my English journey, I remember many small steps. I remember listening to English songs. I remember speaking alone in my room. I remember watching English shows with subtitles. But the one thing that helped me the most, the one thing that truly changed my confidence, was writing a little bit every single day. Not for exams, not for teachers, just for myself. Writing became my quiet superpower. You may not feel it now, but writing is one of the strongest skills you can build in English. It helps you think clearly. It helps you understand grammar without fear. It helps you express your heart when you cannot speak fast. And the best part, You can do it anytime, anywhere. You don't need a classroom. You don't need expensive tools. All you need is a pen, a notebook, and your thoughts. Even your phone is enough. Your words are already inside you. You just need to let them out, a little each day. Many learners think writing is difficult because they try to write too much at once. They wait until the weekend. They wait for a big idea. They try to write long essays. But that is not how habits grow. Habits grow with small actions, done again and again. Just like brushing your teeth. Just like eating breakfast. If you do it daily, it becomes easy. It becomes normal. It becomes part of who you are. Start with 3 simple sentences every morning. When you wake up, don't touch your phone. Don't scroll. Instead, sit for 2 minutes and write what is on your mind. Maybe it is, I feel sleepy today. The sun is bright. I want to drink tea. That's it. That is your writing for the morning. It may feel small, but it is powerful. It wakes up your brain. It wakes up your English. In the afternoon, write 2 more sentences. Write what you are doing or seeing. Maybe, I am walking to the shop. The sky is blue. Or, I feel a little tired now. I need fresh air. These are not exercises. These are real thoughts. You are not writing to impress. You are writing to express. And at night, before bed, write 3 more lines. Write about your day. Write about how you feel. You can say, today was busy. I cooked rice. I miss my friend. Slowly you will have a habit of thinking in English, a habit of noticing your life, a habit of putting your voice on paper. I once had a student who did this for 30 days. She never missed one day. She wrote only 5 to 10 sentences each time. But at the end of the month, she had written hundreds of lines. She looked at her notebook and smiled. I never thought I could do this, she said. But she did. Because she stayed small. She stayed simple. She stayed consistent. And that is what made her strong. You can do this too. Make writing your daily friend. Not your enemy, not your stress. Let it be your space. A safe space where no one judges you. Where your words are free. Where your thoughts can breathe. And as you continue, your sentences will get longer. Your vocabulary will grow. Your grammar will improve. You will become your own English teacher. You don't need a big goal, just one small goal each day. 1 sentence, then 2, then 3. You can use a notebook, or you can use your phone. Some learners even send themselves messages in English. That is writing too. You can also comment under videos, or write English captions for your photos. Use your daily life. Use your real experiences. That is your best English textbook. If one day you feel tired, it's okay. Just write 1 line. Don't stop. Because habits live in action, not in perfection. If you write only 1 line but do it every day, that 1 line becomes a bridge to fluency, a bridge to confidence, a bridge to the English life you want. So today, I want to give you a challenge. Write 1 small paragraph about your day. Keep it honest. Keep it simple. You can write it in your notebook, or you can share it in the comments. I want to see your writing. I want to see your heart. Because your story matters, your voice matters, and your daily writing will carry you to a better English world, step by step. Now is the time. Your superpower is waiting. Pick up your pen, open your heart, and write every single day. If you enjoyed this full writing journey, please like this video, subscribe to the channel, and comment below with your favorite line you wrote today. I read every comment, and I'm proud of your progress. See you soon in the next video. Bye for now.